All right, y'all. So we got to talk about this. It wasn't that long ago that Trump was out there basically saying, I'm going to take Greenland. We're going to take Greenland. We're going to own Greenland. And I remember watching that, just losing my goddamn mind over it, going, how is this real life? He also threatened Canada multiple times, as I'm sure all of you remember. He threatens to steal Panama, as I'm sure all of you remember. And like that stuff seemed to quiet down a little bit. It quieted down because Trump was busy invading U.S. cities with the U.S. military, and he was busy illegally bombing Iran and Yemen and Somalia. And now, of course, he's been busy doing a regime change war in Venezuela, bombing innocent fishermen seemingly on a daily basis, while also now quite literally and directly stealing the oil that is Venezuela's, grabbing the tankers and keeping them. So he's warmongering in so many different ways that even I started to believe, okay, well, obviously Greenland is now sort of off the table. Wrong. So they decided they're appointing a new person for a position vis-a-vis Greenland, and this guy's, sketchy, total MAGA hack type stuff. I also told you guys, there's a dark history about, like, Peter Thiel wants to use Greenland as, like, his own personal plaything. And so they had somebody in a position for Greenland that's, like, under Peter Thiel's thumb. And, like, when he got that position, somebody pointed out, oh, everything's going according to plan. Like, they're actually trying to steal this country, is what they're doing. That's what's happening. So Trump comes out, he gives a speech on this, and man, there are so many just absolutely chilling moments for this. But I'll also point out, he really is not, like, he's not with it anymore. He has, not only has he lost his fastball, his curveball, his fucking, any ball you can think of, his knuckleball, his whatever. He lost all of it. And he's like sundowning, half asleep, eyes barely open, and he's casually talking about how we're going to do more war crimes and we're going to do imperialism and colonialism and just, okay, watch for yourself. Here we go.
We'll have to work it all out. But he felt very strongly we need Greenland for national security, not for minerals. We have so many sites for minerals and oil and everything. We have more oil than any other country in the world. We need Greenland for national security.
Okay, let me just say, the fact that he went, well, this is definitely not for the mineral wealth and the oil wealth. That's like when he was asked about the MRI. Where did you get MRI? They said, where on your body did you get MRI? And he goes, definitely not my brain. It's like dealing with a toddler. It's like, little Timmy, did you eat the cookies from the cookie jar? Timmy's got like chocolate all over his mouth and shit, crumbs falling off. He's like, no, Papa. No, I didn't, I swear. Like, this is embarrassing. Of course it's about the mineral wealth. Of course it's about the oil wealth. He said we need it for national security. Okay, well, they need us to shut the fuck up and not overtake their country for their national security. How about that? I love how all you have to do in the context of the U.S., when you're a global empire, all you have to do is say, national security. And everybody's supposed to go, oh, I guess I need to shut my brain off and agree to whatever you want to do. You said the magic words, national security. It's a magic loophole that allows you to do whatever you want. What a sick joke this is. National security. No, it's about mineral wealth. It's about oil wealth. It's about you trying to dominate Russia and China going into the future. God, I just hate this fucking dick measuring bullshit. Have you ever heard of like being a nation among nations as opposed to a nation above nations? Have you ever heard of like, I don't know, trading with people, mutually agreeing to stuff, coming up with mutually beneficial deals? Like the idea we have to militarily overthrow Maduro and steal his oil. You could just go to him and say, how much to have X amount of your oil because we kind of need it to keep our refineries going, right? You could do that, but no, it's like, I'm going to violently overthrow you and Eric Prince is going to occupy your country and we're going to put in a puppet dictator who lets the corporations exploit and do whatever they want. Like, this is a capitalist billionaire death cult is what it is. And I think deep down, everybody is starting to get that, which is why they're turning on MAGA.
We need Greenland for national security. And if you take a look at Greenland, you look up and down the coast, you have Russian and Chinese ships all over the place. We need it for national security.
Yeah, so if you're following along, that means I declare we get to steal it because I'm me, and I think I'm a king and an emperor, and I get to ignore U.S. law and international law and the sovereignty of the people of Greenland, and I'm just gonna take it. Again, this is like Fourth Reich shit. Like, you do realize you just sound like a Nazi now, right? Like, you just sound like a Nazi. We need it. We're going to take it. I'm sure Hitler said that about the Sudetenland, didn't he?
And he wanted to lead the charge. So we're making him, Marco, today, a special envoy to Greenland. Greenland's a big deal. Yeah.
God fucking damn. I hate these people. I hate these people so much. It's like we're all supposed to just sit here and take it. Like you're not allowed to do basic logical breakdowns, right? Where you go, okay, well, let's see. If any other country in the world acted like they want us to act, immediately we would be talking about regime change. We'd be talking about sanctioning them and embargoing them and dragging them in front of, the International Criminal Court. If any other country acted like we acted, we would be like, oh, are you kidding me? In fact, Russia is doing that in Ukraine where they're like, oh, we're just going to take this. Well, how dare you? What about freedom? What about liberty? What about the principles of national sovereignty, good sir? But we want to do it to Greenland? Or yeah, but that's different because of reasons and stuff and things. And have I mentioned that I'm me? So I get to do what I want. Have I mentioned that we're us? So we get to do what we want? No, you don't understand. We're the United States. So like, rules don't apply to us. And they expect the world to be like, oh, you know what? You're right. Go ahead. Were we making a big stink against that? I'm sorry. Let us be little cuck beta bitch boys and let you do whatever you want. No problems whatsoever. God, I hate these people. I'm still not done, though. I'm still not done. Here we go. How about this one?
Thank you, sir. You've named Governor Landry to be new special envoy to Greenland.
Yeah.
What do you see that role entailing? And is it still your intention that Greenland become part of the U.S.?
He viewed Louisiana, the Louisiana Purchase. He said, I'm governor of Louisiana. And he said, I didn't call him, he called me. He's very proactive. He's a great guy. He's a deal guy. He's a deal maker type guy.
God, his brain is just like figgy pudding, bro. He's a deal guy. I'm a deals guy. You're a deals guy. We're all deals guys. He does deals, this guy. Very proactive.
Great guy. He's a deal guy. He's a deal maker type guy. And we need it for national protection. We need Greenland for national protection. They have a very small population. And I don't know.
I love how he thinks that makes it okay, right? As it like, if China was like, we're just going to, Alaska doesn't have that many people. We're just going to take it, right? A small population. Oh, that makes it okay? It's like if a serial killer, instead of killing 5 people one night, he decides, I'm just going to kill one tonight. It's like, look, it was a very small number. It was a small number, so it's okay, right?
They say Denmark, but Denmark has spent no money. They have no military protection. If they say that Denmark was there 300 years ago or something with a boat, well, we were there with boats too, I'm sure.
Oh my God. Okay, ready? Community note. There are no historical records of U.S. citizens visiting Greenland by boat 300 years ago. The U.S. didn't exist until 1776, and 18th century expeditions to Greenland were mainly by Danes, Norwegians, and other Europeans. American involvement began in the 19th century. I am so fucking sick of this guy humiliating this country. I am so fucking sick of it. Then we also have this. Again, sometimes it's like, do you not realize the cameras are on? Do you not realize there is a world that we live in that has complex, intricate systems and webs of like justice and accountability and like, or at the very least, do you have no concern for optics? That like, even if you think you can get away with this, it's inadvisable to say shit like this.
What are we going to do with the oil that we have?
Going to do with what?
The oil that has been seized. The United States seized 1.9 million barrels of oil on December 10th.
We're going to keep it. We're keeping it.
Okay. Can you please look at his eyes here? Can you look at his eyes and his demeanor? This motherfucker's half asleep. He's sundowning. Look at this.
Million barrels of oil on December 10th.
We're going to keep it. We're keeping it.
Where's it going? Are we going to sell it or put it in the strategic?
Maybe we'll sell it. Maybe we'll keep it.
We're going to talk about what? But oil. We're going to keep it. I mean, we're going to sell it. Maybe we'll sell it. We're going to keep it. But we're going to keep the oil. Oh my God, bro. What are we doing?
We're keeping it.
Where's it going? Are we going to sell it or put it in the strategic?
Maybe we'll sell it. Maybe we'll keep it. Maybe we'll use it in the strategic reserves. We're keeping it. We're keeping the ships also.
And by the way, I love how, given all this, you would think the media would be like, oh, shit. Well, let me write 17 articles on this and put the breaking news banner on CNN and scream about it. Like the New York Times run. You would think, but no. He said this in 2017. He said this in 2023. He used to say this every time he gave a speech at CPAC before he was president. He would talk about Iraq and he'd say, they used to say, to the victor go the spoils. I always say, keep the oil. I told President Bush, you should keep that oil. We got to keep the oil. He said it about Syria. He goes, we're occupying a third of Syria to take the oil. We're going to take the oil. That's what we're going to do. We're going to take the oil. He said it about Venezuela in 2023. We almost got Maduro out of there in the first term, and I would have taken that oil. We're going to take that oil. We're going to take the oil. That's what we're going to do. Here he is now. We're going to keep the oil. We're going to keep it. We're going to keep the oil. That's what we're going to do. You would think that, given that this is on the record as clear as day in his more honest moments, the New York Times would stop writing goofy-ass pieces pretending like this has anything to do with drugs when it comes to Venezuela. You would think, right? You would think. You would think they'd be honest. This is mineral wealth. This is oil wealth. This is about control, power, dominance, imperialism. You would think. Nope. Nope. You have to come here to hear from me that this is imperialism. This is about power. This is about money. This is about greed. This is about the billionaire donor class who he's paying back for getting him in office. This is about his personal wealth. That's what this is about. It's about the oil. It's about the oil. And the fact that you have to come to me to hear is a crime. By the way, Democrats, where are you? You're not even going to make noise. You're not going to try to impeach. You're not going to try the 25th Amendment. You're not going to try something. For the love of Christ, make things matter again. Fight. Stand on business. This is insane. You got a war criminal going around saying, I'm going to do more war crimes. And you guys are like, that's nice. Anyway, what's for lunch? Like, come on, man. We can't do this anymore. We can't do this anymore. So, media, wake up. Democrats, wake up. Republicans. Why would I even talk? You guys are the disgusting, savage, barbarian, fucking imbeciles. Cretins. I have nothing for you unless you fucking switch teams. I got nothing for you. But this is your hero? This Sundowning freak who's casually talking about war crimes and stealing resources? I can't stand these people, bro. I really can't. But anyway, there you have it. So now, Greenland is back on the menu. Greenland is back on the menu. Just grotesque, bro.
Hey, y'all, do me a favor and like and subscribe. It helps out big time in the algorithm. Click the bell as well for notifications when videos drop. And watch that video on screen right now. You know you want to.